Pioneer Square is the historic heart of Seattle. Long before the city was founded, this area was home to Selves, a coast Salish village where the Suquamish, Duwamish, and Muckleshoot peoples gathered to trade, socialize, and harvest shellfish. From Ballast Island to present-day Chief Seattle Club, Native people have lived in and around Pioneer Square since time immemorial. In 1889, a fire swept through the neighborhood, destroying everything in its wake. As rebuilding began, the City Council required all new construction be built with brick or stone. Many of these 19th century buildings still line the streets today, creating a bridge between modern Seattle and its early development. But the story of Pioneer Square is about more than the buildings themselves. Between the facades are layers of community history. Beneath the sidewalks lie the remnants of the original street level, while within these buildings, generations of Seattleites built community, culture, and belonging. During the mid-1900s, LGBTQ people created spaces where they could gather and live more openly at a time when doing so was often difficult and dangerous. These stories, like so many others, are essential threads in Seattle's history.
My name is Rosette Royale. I'm a writer, storyteller. I became very interested in how place intersects with people's lives. Honestly, I would say that a lot of people don't know this history about Pioneer Square. In the early part of the 20th century, the notion of someone calling themselves gay didn't really exist. People were experiencing parts of their lives that they felt they had to hide other places. Suddenly, there was a space where you could do that in Pioneer Square, and then there was another space, and another, and another. It became this quietly but known LGBTQ plus neighborhood in the city. It was illegal to have a business that had same-sex dancing. The first place that really had same-sex dancing is a place called the Casino, and you can still see there is a sign above a doorway that says Casino Dancing. It was an underground space, and in the evenings the LGBTQ plus folks would come in later and they could dance downstairs. It was really frowned upon for women to go to a place by themselves. It was also dangerous for women to be dressed in what was considered non-feminine clothing. There was this bar called the Silver Slipper. It was on Jackson Street. Now it is a tattoo parlor. Many women, they would have like a butch purse, so they would have their butch drag in their purse and they would walk down there, you know, sort of femme presenting, and then they would get to the Silver Slipper and they would go in the bathroom and they would change. They had a band in there called the Lesbi Friends String Orchestra, and so it is just one of the ways that people created community. Another one of my favorite places is Shelley's Leg. It was a disco, it was so popular. Throngs of people. Sylvester showed up. Band members from Led Zeppelin were there. This place was packed. People love Shelley's. Now it is a law office on Main Street near Alaskan Way. It had a sign right above the bar that said something like, "This is a gay establishment." Just announcing to everyone that, hey, these are gay people here. And basically, if you have any problem with that, then this probably isn't the place for you, right? And that's a sign that was there in the 70s. There were bars, but what if you didn't drink? Or what if you were a young person? The first gay community center was in Pioneer Square, near the intersection of Cherry Street and First Avenue. So these three queer folks put together this space. They didn't have a lot of money. So they did things like took wheel wells and put plywood on top of them to make tables. But tacky did not stop thousands of people from coming in there in the first year. I mean, people loved it. It was a place for people to gather. It was a community center. People volunteered there, and it was really a hub for a while. And like now it's a site where underground tours are led from. But the people there know all about this history, so they talk about the gay community center that was in the space where their building is. Occidental Square is really important to LGBTQ plus history. In 1974, there was a picnic to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of Stonewall, a queer LGBTQ plus picnic outside, and there was also a dance party there that night. And several years later, the first Pride Week and the first Pride Parade started from Occidental Park. I think one of the important things to say about this history about Pioneer Square is that it's mostly invisible now. You have the ability to share all that information with other people so that, I'll just say, the ancestors that were there, they won't be forgotten.
In 1970, grassroots advocates successfully fought to protect Pioneer Square's historic buildings from demolition, leading to its designation as both a National Historic District and Seattle's first preservation district. Their efforts helped establish a broader understanding that preservation is not simply about saving old buildings. It is about recognizing the stories embedded within these places and ensuring that the histories they hold are not forgotten. Today, the Seattle Department of Neighborhood's Historic Preservation Program helps protect and preserve more than 400 landmarks and 8 historic districts across the city. Working in partnership with communities, historic preservation helps safeguard the places where Seattle's many stories unfolded, honoring both the histories we know and those that have often gone untold.